Hello and welcome to CadenCenter. It's time for part 2 of the ranking positions by NBA tiers. Today we have the shooting guards. Now we'll start with up in tier A, B, C, D, just like the last video. So we start with A. We have Victor Oladipo, Donovan Mitchell, Klay Thompson, Lou Williams, and James Harden. So Victor Oladipo, obviously injuries have plagued him, but he is a very good player, and once he gets healthy, he's going to be dominant. If he stays with the Pacers, they can definitely develop something there. Donovan Mitchell, another young stud, he could be in the B, but I feel like his upside is so high, and the Jazz, they're still pretty young. I believe he will be a superstar, and he kind of already is right now. Once again, he's a young guy, a lot of upside, so we'll see where he goes with that. Klay Thompson, another splash bro, along with Steph Curry, who's also a tier A point guard. He's obviously he is a lights out shooter, and I mean, yeah, that's all he really needs. He shoots the ball so well. He's definitely a tier A. Now next we have Lou Williams. Obviously, he's a bench. He's a six-man playing like a starter. Obviously, he led the Clippers to snag 2 games from the Warriors in a 7-game series in the first round of the Western Conference playoffs. He is an elite shooting guard. Obviously, he doesn't want to start, but I mean, it's okay. He plays starter minutes and plays extremely well, which is why he's on the A spot. And then we have MVP candidate James Harden, that infamous step back. He's doing extremely well with Houston, and it'll be interesting to see whether they can pull off. They're down 2-1 right now as this is being filmed against the Warriors. So we'll see if they try to make a comeback. Obviously went with extremely red eyes. A lot of controversy surrounding him. He gets a lot of calls, no calls. So it's interesting to see him play, but he's definitely a tier A point guard and maybe the MVP for 2 straight years. So we move on to B, and in the Bs we have C.J. McCollum, Devin Booker, Bradley Beal, Drew Holiday, one of the more underrated players in the league, and rookie Luka Doncic, as well as J.J. Redick and Josh Harris, more sharpshooters. So start with Devin Booker, obviously 70 points in a game. He, like Kemba Walker, is just on the wrong team. Once he gets out of Phoenix can actually provide him with rookies who don't perform badly the first couple of years. They should be able to turn it on. He probably can score another 60, 70-point games. The dude is a scorer, and he has proven that. But when he's dropping 70 and 60 and they're still losing, that really shows you that he needs help. Now, next we have C.J. McCollum. Now, C.J. McCollum, he has had his ups and downs in his career, but he's definitely on the upside right now, doing great in the playoffs. Along with Damian Lillard, probably second-best backcourt behind Curry and Klay Thompson. He's been doing great. It'll be interesting to see where he continues to go. Now, Bradley Beal had an off year, but I still feel like he will continue to be an elite shooting guard. And Drew Holiday. Now, he is one of the most underrated players I've ever seen. He is a good scorer. I remember I was watching the Laker game when the Pelicans played the Lakers. He just went off. Like, we couldn't stop him. He is very good and very underrated. Definitely deserves more recognition. And then next we have the young stud Luka Doncic, obviously an international player, probably next Dirk Nowitzki for the Mavericks. He is great. He will definitely be tier A in 2 years, and I do expect him to win the Rookie of the Year. And the last two, Josh Harris and J.J. Redick, both great shooters and support their teams and fit their teams' roles very well. As we move on to the C's, we got Malcolm Brogdon, former Rookie of the Year, even though he averaged, I think, 9.5 that season. But still, with Giannis needs outside shooters. Everyone collapses on him. He's doing a great job of performing that task, been shooting great, over 40%. He continues to do well in the playoffs with them, and is one of just the great outside shooters for the Bucks. Another person in the C's we have here is Jordan Clarkson. Came from the Lakers to the Cavs. Hasn't performed just as well, but I still put him in the C because I feel like he is a high-level player and can be once he gets out of Cleveland. So many of these players here that are in the B's and the C's and even some in the D's are just in bad situations that they need to get out of. Jordan Clarkson was great with the Lakers. He was great, and obviously we had to trade him to eventually open cap space to get LeBron, but I definitely think Jordan Clarkson can definitely do good as a solid starting shooting guard for a team. As we go down, we also have Danny Granger on this list, or Danny Green rather, shooting guard for the Toronto Raptors. Great 3-and-D player. Him and Kawhi make a great defensive team. Obviously, they both played in San Antonio, won some rings there, and now they're over in Toronto, hoping to win a championship for another city. As we move on to the final of the C's, we have Dion Waiters, who with the Heat has been very, very good. Obviously, the Heat, most of their season was D-Wade's final appearance, but Dion Waiters continued to shine there, almost helped lead them to the playoffs. It'll be interesting to see what he does. He doesn't get that much attention, really, so There's not much on him, but I think he definitely is a good player and a solid shooting guard for any team. As we move on to the Ds, now DJ Augustine. Now, obviously, when the Magic played in the first round, he had a good game, but I still don't feel like with the talent I put in the Cs, he should be a D player. Maybe if I had a different scale to go off of, he could be higher. But I definitely put him in the Ds just because of what's above me. And the F, we have nobodies. I'm not going to go into too much detail there. But yeah, so that will do it for the shooting guard version of NBA tiers. See you for the rest, small forward, power forward, and center. Thanks for watching.